When we think of inventions for people with disabilities, we often assume they are limited to specialized equipment or devices. However, there are many everyday items that were initially created for individuals with disabilities but have since become popular among people of all abilities. Discover the remarkable stories behind 8 everyday items that were initially designed to assist people with disabilities. Let's explore their fascinating origins. For more incredible stories and insights, subscribe to our channel and join our curious community. Number 8. Typewriters or keyboards. Everyone these days has at least one keyboard, but that wasn't always the case. The typewriter was the brainchild of an Italian inventor named Pellegrino Turri. He noticed that his friend Countess Carolina Fantoni couldn't write letters by hand due to her blindness. So, in 1608, he developed the first ever incarnation of the typewriter, which involved keys and metal arms with raised characters. Turri also invented carbon paper as a way to provide ink for the machine. The typewriter has since morphed into the computer keyboard. Number 7. Electric toothbrushes. Dental hygiene is important for everyone, but people with limited motor skills really struggled to keep their chompers clean in the early days. In 1954, however, the Broxodent electric toothbrush was created to help people with limited strength, mobility, and control to do a better job of brushing. It quickly became obvious that electric toothbrushes are superior to standard brushes. So now, most dentists encourage everyone to use them. In fact, a 2019 study found that people who use electric versions keep their teeth for longer, have less tooth decay, and enjoy healthier gums. Number 6. OXO Good Grips and similar kitchen tools. These days, kitchen tools from potato peelers to can openers almost always feature softer, larger handles, which are much more comfortable to hold than the traditional ones. That wasn't the norm in 1990 though. Inventor Sam Farber saw his wife who had arthritis struggle to use a potato peeler and founded the OXO brand and its Good Grips line as a result. Each kitchen tool featured a wide oval-shaped handle that was easy to control even if you had little strength in your hands. The items felt good to hold too, thanks to the soft rubber used that was originally created for automotive products. The Good Grips style became so popular, many other brands have since copied it. Number 5. Speech-to-text and voice recognition apps. If Alexa has ever answered a question for you or you followed verbal directions on your GPS app, you've used a speech-to-text technology, or its brother, voice recognition. This technology is on the vast majority of phones, not to mention military aircraft, car navigation or entertainment systems, and home automation. However, one reason for invention was to give people who couldn't physically write access to getting their thoughts and words down on paper, so to speak. Software invented in the 1990s allowed users to create written documents and save or open them simply with their voices. Later versions were created specifically for people working in courtrooms or as medical transcriptionists. Number 4. Fidget Spinners. This toy was all the rage back in 2017, and every kid had to have one. A fidget spinner is a device with 3 paddle-shaped blades around a circle with bearings in the middle that you spin to calm yourself down or to increase concentration. Engineer Catherine Hedinger originally invented it as a gadget to entertain her 7-year-old daughter back in 1993, but sadly let the patent lapse as she didn't have the money to keep renewing it. So she didn't get rich off the huge craze. In the early 2000s, manufacturers began promoting these gadgets as a way to help calm people with autism, ADHD, and anxiety disorders. Although studies did not confirm that they helped people with these conditions, by 2017, lots of people, whether stressed out business executives or bored school children, were enjoying spinning the fidget for fun. Fidget spinners were even banned from some school districts for being ironically a distraction. Number 3. Curb cuts. It's probably pretty obvious that curb cuts, those gentle slopes or graded ramps from sidewalk to streets, were designed for wheelchair users originally. But parents pushing strollers, travelers pulling wheeled suitcases, and workers delivering heavy loads on dollies have found them useful too. Curb cuts first appeared in 1945 but became widespread in the US after the 1990 Americans with Disabilities Act mandated that curb cuts be present on all sidewalks. Number 2. Bendy Straws. Although the straight paper straw was a marvel all in itself, when it was created in 1888, in the 1930s, a man named Joseph Friedman tweaked the design to make drinking straws bend in the middle. He came up with the idea when he noted his petite daughter's inability to enjoy her milkshake at a soda fountain while using the straight variety. He put a screw inside the straight straw and wrapped some dental floss around it to create a corrugated effect. Although this tool wasn't originally created for people with disabilities, hospitals were some of the first places to embrace them as they were helpful to bedridden patients trying to drink something. Now everyone loves bendy straws. Number 1. Audiobooks. Braille is still a useful tool for vision-impaired readers. However, audiobooks made it much easier for this population to enjoy a good story. The idea began in 1932 thanks to the American Foundation of the Blind. The group recorded books on vinyl records, but as technology advanced, so did the capabilities. The storage progressed from holding just 15 minutes of speech per side on vinyl in the 1930s to 2 hours with Amazon's Audible audio player in 2007 to the hundreds of hours of content the average smartphone can hold today. Now, all types of people enjoy the convenience and ease of audiobooks. Many listen to them in the car or at home in an effort to cut back on screen time. In fact, the industry did $1.3 billion in sales in 2020, an increase of 12% from its previous year. Remember, innovation knows no boundaries. These everyday items showcase the power of inclusive design. Don't forget to subscribe for more.